Most people who move to Texas pick the wrong city and they don't figure it out until they're already unpacking boxes. Dallas sounds better on paper, Fort Worth sounds more affordable, but neither of those things tell you exactly what it feels like to live there. And picking based on name recognition alone is how people end up miserable 6 months into a move they can't undo. I'm Miguel Escobedo, real estate agent covering the entire DFW Metroplex. I work with buyers in Dallas, Fort Worth, and every city in between, and I help people relocate to this area every week. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly which side of the Metroplex fits your life. Let's get into it. Before we compare these cities, you need to understand the scale where we're talking about. The Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex is the 4th largest metro in the United States, with a population of over 8.4 million people as of 2025, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. DFW added 180,000 new residents between July 2023 and July 2024 alone. That's roughly 500 people moving here every single day. Dallas and Fort Worth sit around 30 miles apart, and between them you got Arlington, Irving, Grand Prairie, and Mansfield, and more. You're not just choosing a city name, you're choosing a geographic anchor for your daily life. Now that we covered how the Metroplex is actually laid out, we're about to break down what life really looks like and feels like in each city. But before we go, make sure you grab our free DFW relocation guide. QR code is on the screen right now and the link is in the description. It covers everything you need to know before you make the move. All right, let's keep going. Here's where they're really different. Dallas is cosmopolitan and fast-paced. Uptown, Deep Ellum, Design District. Dallas has big city energy. The restaurants are trendy, the nightlife is loud, people are dressed up. If you're coming from LA, Miami, Chicago, or New York and you want that urban feel to carry over, Dallas is gonna feel much more familiar to you. Fort Worth has a completely different identity and it's proud of it. There's a saying here, Dallas is where the East ends, Fort Worth is where the West begins. Fort Worth has real Western culture, the stockyards, the rodeo, the authentic cowboy spirit isn't just a performance, it's how people really live. But Fort Worth is growing fast and it has its own food, arts, nightlife scene. West 7 near Southside, Sundance Square, it's a city with serious culture, just more laid back about it. I cover both cities with buyers every week. I'll give you the real breakdown on both. Let's talk money because this is where most people's decisions actually get made. Fort Worth's cost of living runs about 3.8% lower than Dallas when you exclude rent, according to Numbio's current index. And real estate, specifically Dallas median home prices are sitting around $390,000, while Fort Worth's median is closer to $335,000 per reference data. That gap matters specifically if you're relocating from a high cost of living state. In Fort Worth and the surrounding areas, Haslett, Aledo, Benbrook, your dollar's going to go further in terms of square footage and the lot size. On the rental side, a one bedroom in Dallas averages around $1,400 per month compared to roughly $1,250 in Fort Worth per destination DFW 2025 data. Property taxes in Texas are important to understand. They run between 2% and 2.5% of a home value annually in DFW. Depending on the city and the school district, there's no state income tax in Texas, which is a major benefit, but property taxes offset that. Factor both into your monthly payment before you start shopping. The DFW economy is strong on both sides. The metro added 46,800 non-farm jobs in the year ending May 2025. And DFW is home to 21 Fortune 500 companies, including AT&T, Toyota, and Charles Schwab. Major employers with significant forward presence include Lockheed Martin, American Airlines, and Texas Health Resources. On the data side, you got banking, tech, finance, and corporate headquarters concentrated in the northern suburbs, Plano, Frisco, Irving, Las Colinas. Where your job is located should drive where you live. This is not a small detail, especially in this DFW traffic. If you're working in Dallas proper and you live in Fort Worth, you're looking at a 45 to an hour commute each way in I-30 during peak hours. There is TRE Commuter Trail, which is Trinity Railway Express, connecting the two cities and a legitimate option if your office is near a station, but if you're driving daily, the distance is real. Live where you work, map your commute on a Tuesday morning before you fall in love with the house. I've seen buyers skip this step and regret it. For families, school districts are a major driver on this decision. On the Dallas side, Frisco ISD, Plano ISD, and Allen ISD are consistently ranked among the best in the state. You pay more to be near them, but they earn it. On Fort Worth side, Aledo ISD is outstanding. Small community feel, strong academics, growing fast. Carroll ISD in Southlake is nationally recognized. Keller ISD, Northwest ISD, solid choices throughout. Research the specific district of any home you're considering, not just a general city. Here's the honest breakdown. If you want a big city energy, nightlife, walkability, and urban culture, Dallas or the northern Dallas suburbs like Plano, Frisco are probably more your zone. If you want more space, a community feel, better value for your money, and a lifestyle that's more relaxed without sacrificing quality, the Fort Worth side of the Metroplex delivers. And if you want the best of both, Southlake, Keller, Colleyville, and Grapevine sit right in the middle and pull buyers from both directions for a good reason. Fort Worth's crime rate also runs lower than Dallas, 3,133 per 100,000 versus Dallas 4,184 current data, which matters for families. Neither city is wrong, but one of them fits your lifestyle better than others. Now, if you're planning a move to DFW and you want somebody who actually works this entire market, not just one side of it, reach out to me directly. I do relocation consultations for my buyers across the whole Metroplex, and I can help you narrow down exactly where you should be based on your job, your family, and your budget. Link is in the description. Drop your questions in the comments. I read every one of them. Subscribe for weekly DFW content. See you in the next one. Let's go.